1, x squared plus x minus 12 over x squared minus x minus 20 times x squared plus 2x minus 35 over x squared plus 9x plus 14. What I want you to realize here, first of all, it is multiplication. If it's not multiplication, you want it to be multiplication. So if I'm copying it out of my book, I would go ahead and change that to multiplication, which the next two examples will show that. What I like to do here is to use some different colors to represent what's happening. X squared plus x minus 12 is a quadratic trinomial. The coefficient of x is 1, the constant is negative 12. Basic factoring of trinomial happens. 4 and negative 3 multiply to make negative 12. 4 plus negative 3 makes positive 1, so x plus 4 times x minus 3. It's that same trinomial factoring we've been doing all this time. A fraction bar here and a fraction bar here. This second quadratic trinomial here, again, this is negative 1x happening here. Two numbers multiply to make negative 20, but also add to make negative 1 are negative 5 and positive 4. So x minus 5 times x plus 4. Alright, and things will cancel. Worry about that after you factor everything. But again, just verify that this product, negative 5 and 4, make negative 20, and the sum, negative 5 and 4, make the coefficient of x negative 1 to verify you factored it correctly. My third polynomial here, x squared plus 2x minus 35, again, quadratic trinomial. Negative 35 would be positive 7, negative 5. 7 minus 5 makes 2, so x plus 7 and x minus 5. And finally, let's go with this purple color, x squared plus 9x plus 14. 2 times 7, 2 plus 7, so x squared. X plus 2 and x plus 7. Alright, so you factor all four polynomials completely. And each one of those is just the trinomial factoring that hopefully you've gotten to a point where you can do those pretty mentally instead of having to do that chart every single time. But if you do hit one that's a little tougher, you can still do one of those factoring charts. So I don't know, let's see, factors of 14 whose sum is 9. 1 times 14 makes 15, that's wrong. 2 times 7 makes 9, there we go. You can always do a factoring chart if you get stuck, right? Once you get everything factored completely, now we're just looking for common factors. Anything on the top of either fraction that matches anything on the bottom of either fraction is allowed to cancel. So this x plus 4 on top, this x plus 4 on the bottom, we're going to cancel. They have to be exactly the same objects, x plus 4. If it was x plus 4 on top, x minus 4 on the bottom, those aren't the same. So this x minus 5 on top matches this x minus 5 on the bottom. This x plus 7, this x plus 7 match. And this x minus 3 does not match that x plus 2. That's all that's left over. If you happen to end up with more than one thing on top and or bottom, you should multiply it back together. Alright, so let's say there's x minus 3 and an x plus 4. You multiply those back together, get whatever you get out of that. So make sure that you do go all the way to the end where it's a completely simplified top over completely simplified bottom.